Now is the time where we just take a few minutes just to come inside and just to feel that eternal essence that we are. So you may want to just gently close your eyes and get in a meditative posture. Possibly let your hands just rest and feel your feet on the floor. And as to just take some very deep breaths. As we let them out, let's just feel all the little muscles around our eyes and our cheeks and our chin just begin to relax. And as we breathe deeply and let go, let's just let that relaxation flow down through the neck and the shoulders. Just let the shoulders go. And as we breathe again, breathe deeply. We just feel that peace that passes all understanding as it washes down through the body. And again, we take our shoulders and just relax them and let go. And as we do, we begin to focus on that inner space between our eyebrows. And in that inner space, we picture a vast, vibrant Arizona desert with the sun setting, this huge orange neon glow. And we realize that we are part of that. That we are one with the desert, the mountains, the evening sky. And as the sun begins to fade, the stars begin to come out. And just as this marvelous change happens in the universe, so it happens in our lives as we move through this wonderful life and change and grow, let go. We surrender all things, all problems, all people. We surrender to the universal power. Let's just take a moment and do that now. And as we say thank you to the universe, we surrender to Spirit's peace and perfection within me, without me, with the universe. And so we come back into this world, into this time and place, surrendering to the divine spirit as we let go this week. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, our eternal essence. And so it is.
Well, I went to Sedona in that meditation. I remember we went all the way up to the top on a Jeep trip, and I got to sit out on a rock all by myself. And the quiet, if you've never been, that quiet is just superb. And look down and watch eagles below me flying. So thank you, Cheryl. It's a memory I haven't had in a while. That was beautiful. So this morning, let's all join and stand, if you would, and we'll read our vision and mission statement together. Our mission statement. CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. And our declaration of principles. I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it, and so it is.
We're going to do our community thing. You going to help me, Marcia? Okay.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Woo. How are y'all feeling today? Come on, come on. You're in the right place. You're in the right place at the right time. You're just where you're supposed to be. You're in the right place at the right time. And just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
This is where we break it down. You feel it? Come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
Come on. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. That's all. Come on, come declare it, declare it. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Now eyeball somebody, tell them your soul, your soul. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome. Feel like, oh, choose somebody else now. Come on. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Your soul is welcome here. Everybody, our soul is welcome here. Our soul is welcome here. Our soul is welcome here. Y'all feeling it? You feeling it? Come on. Our soul is welcome here. Big finish. Our soul is welcome here. Our soul is welcome here. Now turn to somebody and say, good morning. Turn to somebody and say, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Woohoo! Thank you, ladies. Wowee. Yay. Good morning, everybody. And now we have the pleasure of Dawn Scotland is here with us this morning. Yay, Dawn. And she is going to do a reading for us this morning. Thank you, Dawn.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, okay. I can do that. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. I'll speak loudly. So I'm reading from the Science of Mind magazine, and this is today's reading. You are a spiritual powerhouse. All too often, we ask others for advice instead of trusting ourselves. We doubt ourselves. We have our own inner guidance system that will never fail us, yet we overlook it. Why? Because we have been programmed to believe we are limited in power. Our parents and friends believed they were limited, and they passed the belief on to us. The truth is, we have infinite power within. Recently, I read about an experiment scientists conducted with fleas. Fleas have the ability to jump 13 inches, which is 200 times the length of their bodies. Scientists took a group of fleas and put them in a jar only a few inches tall. So when they jumped, they hit their heads. After a few hours, they were taken out of the jar and placed on the floor. The fleas continued to jump only a few inches. They had learned their powers were limited. Many of us live with a limiting ceiling too, but we don't have one. At our source, we have unlimited energy. At any time, we can choose to step into the unlimited being each of us is. I'm going to read that again. At any time, we can choose to step into the unlimited being each of us is. We can be a role model for limitation or for unlimited power and potential. Which legacy would you prefer to leave? We were born to thrive, so let's do it. Science of Mind.
Y'all get me again. What I want you to do is say to yourself, the time is now. Say, the time is now. Now is the time. There is power in now. What has happened in the past, can't change it. What's going to happen in the future, your future self will deal with it. But the power is in now. Can you turn the track on? Just breathe it in. Feel the moment that you are in right now. The power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now flows oh so gracefully. The power of now is always perfect, nothing to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now is ever flowing, connecting us all to the source. The power of now, it folds so it's peacefully. To let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. 'Cause everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. Power of now. Ooh, the power of now. Oh, the power of now.
now. Thank you, Marsha. That was beautiful. Speaking of the power of now, our speaker today, she knows about those fleas, but she's never stopped jumping as high as she can go. We all know and love, well, I think most of us know and dearly love Diana, but if you've not had the experience of being in her presence, today is your day, because we are delighted to have the best flea in the house, jumping the highest ever, ever, ever. And she does live the power of now. So please welcome Diana Johnson.
Good morning. And thank you for that song, The Power of Now. Oh my goodness, every time I come here. Yeah, the power of now. And we all know, well, first of all, I'm from the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta under the direction of Reverend Dr. David Alexander. And thank you, Douglasville, for having me back here again. And I'll tell you, every time I come here, whatever Spirit gives me to say when I get here, it changed. And when I got here, I was told about Deborah's brother. And Deborah, please know that what's his name again? James is in now, like we all are, the divine presence of God. And whatever he's choosing to do, we have to honor that. And most of you don't know, but that was my life, 3-4 years ago, while I'm still here. God has a plan for me. God has a plan for James also. But James' journey, apparently he's going on to a higher state of consciousness. Yes. And that's where we all have to go, but we also know that life is eternal. And the amazing thing is, Spirit gave me this talk, who am I? Who am I? And I want each one of you to ask yourself, who are you? Who am I? Who am I? And what came to me was the 23rd Psalm, not knowing I was going to get the information about James. 14, 15, I went to a retreat with John Stringer. It was New Year's Eve, and he was singing, and I wanted to take a nap until 12 o'clock. I slept through New Year's, but while I was sleeping, Spirit, because I was going through a lot of stuff, and Spirit spoke to me in this dream. I wrote it down in my sleep, and when I woke up, no, I didn't write this because I've learned to go to bed, but I'm going to read it because it's so appropriate for now, for James. And what I wrote in sleep, and I think I shared it with you all a while back, but what I wrote in sleep was, the law of the Lord is my shepherd. I have no fear, need, or want. It allows me to lie down in pastures of peace, abundance, and supply. I'm in the still waters, aligning, allowing, and letting go. My soul is restored in peace of spirit for God's promises. As I've walked through the shadow of fear, I fear absolutely nothing. And I'm thinking about James reading this. I fear absolutely nothing because God is always with me. Within me, which is the power of the word I know in my heart is my comfort. And then this morning when I was doing this, I said, let me go back to the international translation of this. And it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. God is with us always. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house, of the Lord forever. I'm sitting here thinking about James. Yeah. And Deborah, please know that we are going to miss him like you're going to miss him. But it's an appointed appointment. The presence of God. The presence of God. A divine presence of God. A higher state of consciousness than what we are right here. A higher state of consciousness. Who does God say you are? Who does God say you are? Who do you say you are? Who do other people say you are? I got up this morning with my nails all raggedy and all of that. And I got to thinking, other people's perception. I've always been guided by other people's perception of me. Well, other people's perception. Everyone has their own perception, just like everybody has a digestive system. They're all different. People think whatever they want to. And I got to pondering, thinking about that. Who am I? Who does God say I am? I know that I know that I know I am an individualized expression of God, of spirit, individualized, because we're all different. And I know within that, the likeness and images of God. And you've heard me say, I used to always say I wanted to be like Jesus. If anybody knows the teaching of Jesus, well, you know, when Jesus walked the earth, discovering his divinity in God, Jesus went through some stuff. And I really believe the health challenge I had, 4 years ago, I've never experienced anything like that, and I'm still experiencing it. But I love it because I recognize who God says I am. I can do anything. I can create. And it's all by choice. It's all by choice. The image and likeness of the nature of God, the capacity to love, love everything, everybody. I mean, love it all, no matter what it looks like in the natural, because that's what spirit does. It doesn't judge. It just see love, the love of everything. My story now is when I was in practitioner training back in 2000, whenever 12, 13, my teacher asked me if I was going to go into the healing, into the ministry of healing. And I just flat out just almost cursed them out, because like healing, in my mind, healing was like going out, laying hands on people and they getting healed, because that's what I experienced coming through a Pentecostal church and revival and all that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Fast forward, I can remember several times saying yes after coming out of meditation or walking around in the house thinking God saying yes, yes, yes. I'm like, what am I saying yes to? Well, right now, what I do is I go out into the community. I get food from food banks. Go home, cook this food, and take it to homeless people, unhoused people. I have to change my wording now. Unhoused people, people that literally live on the streets. And in doing this, I sit down and talk with these people and love these people. Because you know what? I see them just like I'm seen through the universal presence of God. I don't see them as not being clean, hair not kept, clothes not clean. All I see are human beings, the love of God. Because there was a time when I thought that was going to be me. I was very close to it because when I got out of the hospital, as you know, I didn't have a place to go to. I lost my home. I didn't have nothing but a car, cell phone, and a frail body. And I held on to this teaching. And who am I? Who am I to choose to say something different about other people or see them other than the way Spirit sees them through us? And that's what it is, because we know God isn't a person. God works through us, but we have to start seeing life and people the way Spirit sees us. No judgment. And I had to pull the judgment off, because God knows I used to judge from what I saw. Can't do it now. And I love this space I'm in now, because it teaches me no matter what is going on, we all got this going through. We all go that way. But I know that when that time comes, it'll be divine for me, just like it's divine for James, because it will be a journey that's completed here on earth. I had no idea the 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd. I have no fear, need, or want. He doesn't have any fear, need, or want. And I say this daily when my feet hit the floor. This is what I say. And I go further. The law, my words, what I say, because we know what we say. That's what we are putting into effect. Our words create our reality. I've gone through some financial challenges. I've gone through so many things that before I never thought I would do it, because I've always had good jobs. So I thought, but if you allow yourself to stay in that almighty presence of God and continue to say yes, because one thing I know, when you say yes, and at any point, you know, we've been given we can make a choice to say yes or no. But if you say yes, and then when you say yes and something happens that you don't feel like it should be a yes, you can always change your mind, because we are at volition. We can change our mind. But I've always said yes, trusting the divine presence of Almighty God. I say yes to everything. And sometimes at the spur, at the moment that I'm supposed to do it, Spirit intuitively let me know, no. And when I say I can't do it or I'm not going to do it, it's already in divine right order, that there's no madness, no drama, no nothing, because Spirit knows everything. This divine intelligence that we know, we call God, we have to really embody it. We have to embody it. And as I've said before, the way to embody it is to practice daily. Practice daily. You got to have a spiritual practice. If you don't do nothing but get up in the morning and say, whatever your will is, or I'm here, that consciousness, Spirit hears it. And do it from a place of you want that guidance. It's divine guidance. Another thing, when I met Michael Singer in Gainesville at his church, I asked a question about things that had happened to me back during that time. I'd had a house, a smoke fire, not a fire, but my house was consumed with smoke. I had to move out for 6 months. And I was told I created that monster. That's what I was told. So I really believe that. And Michael Singer gave us an hour to talk one-on-one with him. And I asked the question. He said, no. He said, the opportunity presented itself because somebody else saw an opportunity. And then he shared his story. I don't know if any of you have ever read any of his books, Untethered Soul, but he also wrote one called The Experiment, the Surrender Experiment. Have you read that one? Well, that one talks about how when he started his business, he had hired these people to work for him and they had stolen all his money. He was getting ready to go to jail to do some serious time. And because of this teaching God, surrendering, he didn't do a day of time. I mean, it just vanished. It vanished. And he said, what happened with you is there was an opportunity for somebody and they took advantage of it, because what happened was, after the little smoke fire, within 2 weeks, I had 3 insurance claims in a month, 5,000 each, because I had a $5,000 thing on my home deductible. So it was $15,000. And they had the house fire was an opportunity for the perpetrators to break in one day and take things while I was waiting on the contractor. The next day, they broke in the basement, took all the copper, everything. I mean, seriously. And I was told that I created this. And he said to me, he said, no. And he really broke it down to me about universal consciousness. And even though I may have said, oh, I need some things done to my house, but not to the point where I want my house broken into for insurance claim. No. But the situation happened. But the thing of it is we live in a world where we're all connected. We're all connected. And what somebody else is feeling, I feel it. Sometimes I get hits on things. I don't know why. And I immediately pray, especially when I know it's involving another person. Sometimes I could be at home on the computer and it just come to me about an accident. I'm learning now, don't even question, just go into prayer and say a word of peace, comfort, or whatever. I look at the news every day just to see what's going on. I pray for the perpetrator. I pray for the people or whoever was offended, because we're all in this together. When I heard the news about our president, yeah, pray for his health. Come on. Because the God I know, the God I love, is not saying you don't need to pray for him. No, because I know by putting that love out there, it's going to also cover other people that might be affected by what's going on in the world, in our United States of America. Just saying. So we have to pray for the nation. We have to pray for everything, everyone. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. My words that I say, I speak love. I speak joy. I speak harmony. I speak peace. I speak comfort. Comfort for you and your family. And your brother, been there. Yeah. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because we're going to miss that presence, that physical presence. And I love it now because it's an opportunity for me to delve deeper into what I know spiritually. It pushed me forward to delve more into knowing the love of God. The love of God. Who am I? I don't know a thing about any of you, but I know everything about God, because I know what God is. God is all there is. Outside of God, there's nothing. God, these chairs, this petition, because God gave man the intuitiveness to do all of this stuff. God is all there is. And with that, I end my talk. Thank you.
Diana, thank you so much for that. Thank you for just allowing yourself to open up and to feel your essence, feel your presence. Thank you. All right. Where I am. Okay. I was a little girl who never spoke her mind. I wouldn't rock the boat, I wouldn't cross the line. But every step that I've taken, every pain, every fear has led me to the woman who's standing right here. I got so tired of giving myself away, always looking for someone to tell me I was okay. But I got to the place where I could trust my heart. It was the perfect place for a brand new start. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand. Here I stand. I am a warrior. I am invincible. I'm as strong as steel. I am capable. I'm soft as a feather, light and free. And the truth I know, healing begins with me. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand. 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 And with all the love, there ain't nothing I can do. What about power? And here I stand in my power. The microphone plays the power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand in my power. Here I stand. I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. Come on, say it. Here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. And with all that you've been through, there ain't nothing you can do. Here you stand. Here you stand. Here I stand.
I love that the microphone got the power. The power.
Thank you, Marcia. Yes, and by the way, y'all, did you notice the word power this morning? You realize how many times that word has come up today? Yes, a little hand saying yes, yes, yes. And thank you to the power and the essence of the authenticity of Diana Johnson. Thank you, Diana. She is a shining moment for me, I have to tell you. I get sniffy. All right, y'all. Time for conscious giving, okay? Money is a spiritual activity. Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive a greater abundance. It's the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL West Georgia. You can put cash or a check in the envelope found in your bulletin. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. You can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information found on the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our visitors. If you donate online, either using your phone or your Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you did not pick one up at the door, you can get one from the usher. Now, as was one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with a feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well.
Freely I give, freely I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold.
I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. Give Cobalt's mother a hand. All righty, y'all. Next Sunday, I want you all to put this on the calendar. We've been talking about this. And let's all get excited because our own Cheryl, yay, Cheryl. You know, we know and love her for her meditations. She is going to give a really wonderful presentation for you all next Sunday. Do not miss it. She's going to talk about the good things that have happened in her life by tithing and the prosperity that she's gained, all the things that she has done in her life that bring her to where she is today. And she's got a fabulous message for us. So please, you all, please, please, please be here because this is something that we all need in our lives. And who better than to give it than one who lives it every day. So be here next Sunday with Cheryl, all right? All righty, next, we're not going to do the midweek refresher, as you all know, until this fall, and we'll keep you updated on that and what we're going to be using. So Dorothea is going to be leading it at that point. So anybody who needs an affirmative prayer treatment, please know the box is over here. The cards are there in front of it. And Dorothea, even though she is out of town, and Shauna, who is also out of town, makes no difference. They tune into this. So please, and you all know how wonderful the prayer treatments are. So if you need some help this week or anytime, please fill out a card and put it in the box. Visitors, do we have any new visitors? I don't see new, I see a comeback. We're delighted to have you back, my dear. Social media, we all know we're on everything. Hopefully you all know that. And we're YouTubers and we're Instagrammers and we're Facebookers and we are everything. So please make sure that if you miss anything or you want to hear the message from today with Diana, please go ahead and go to any of those and pick it up and listen to it again. We urge you to do that because sometimes, you hear the messages over again and you hear something new. I mean, I've done that where I've listened sometimes to a couple of them, a couple of times because they resonate sometimes later where I'm not quite so caught up in the emotion of them that I find myself in at the moment. So time for our closing affirmations. We'll all stand if you would, and we'll say our closing affirmation together. And then we will all join in our community song in a circle and do the prayer, the peace song together, y'all. All right? We go forth today knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good comes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is.
Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes,